Today is the day. I never thought I would get to say these words, but I am getting my haircut today for the first time in almost 3 years. Oh, I've waited so long. It feels like my wedding day. And I know I'm exaggerating it, but you don't understand. I've been in lockdown mode for so long. I am so excited to get out of here. Also terrified. I gotta wear a mask. It's gonna be a whole new experience for me, I'm sure, for my hairdresser and for the salon. Not something I thought I would feel comfortable doing, but I don't know when I'll get in again. And as long as everybody's taking the safe route and, following safety precautions, I feel comfortable going. And I am so excited. I'm so excited and so ready to share this whole experience with all of you. Anytime I go to get my hair cut, I'm directed to wash and style my hair. Don't use any heavy butters or oils, and come with it styled so it's ready to go as if I was just going about my day. And that way they can really see what they're working with. I have a few ideas of what I'm going to do. It's not going to be anything super dramatic. Clearly, I need the healthy trim, but I also need a little bit of shape to it. So the next time you see me, I'm going to have my hair cut. But first, I'm going to show you how much shedding I had prior to this haircut. And that way I have something to compare it to after I get my haircut. I've been wanting to see if the haircut was the entire reason why I'm experiencing so much shedding outside of the postpartum shedding, because for me it's still excessive. Not nearly as bad as it was 6 months ago, but I feel like if I wasn't taking my supplements and treating my hair as good as I am right now, the shedding might be a lot worse, the breakage might be worse, I'm not exactly sure. And by getting my haircut today, I can finally rule out if my trim is the reason why I've been seeing so much excessive shedding and breakage. So before I give you the before and after, I really want you to see what I'm experiencing in the shower when I wash my hair. I've already cleansed my hair and now I'm going to be adding my conditioner and doing some finger detangling. What's really important to point out is just how tangled and matted my hair is. I've never ever seen my hair in this condition before, but I also have never waited this long to get it cut. So the detangling process is pretty long for me in the shower because I always start with my fingers and then move on to a wide tooth comb. And by the time I'm done, this is what I see on my shower walls. Okay, so I don't know if you could hear me over my bathroom fan, but just wanted to show you, now that you've seen about the amount of shedding that I have on a daily basis when I wash my hair. Not on a daily basis, but when I do wash my hair. So in the shower, it probably looks a lot worse, but at the very minimum, this is about what I'm losing every time I'm showering, okay? So, and it was a lot worse for those of you that have not been watching my channel. You can go back on, in the archives of my videos and you'll see that I've had a major issue with shedding, and I'm hoping it's just because I need a haircut. But if it's not, then at least I know it's not from the haircut and maybe I need to do some more testing with my blood work. But I'm staying very hopeful that it's just the haircut, and the next time I wash my hair, you're going to see a much smaller amount. I wanted to give you a nice shot of my hair before I head to the salon. So here is the before and this is the after. There is definitely some more shape, lots of layers, and I'd say we took about 2 to 3 inches off. But before we talk more about this, let's head back into the shower to see how my detangling and shedding goes. So I'm going to start with soaking wet hair. I didn't do any pre-poos or any additional detangling prior because I really just want to see how this works out with just my conditioner, some finger detangling, and maybe even a detangling brush, something that I kind of stopped using, but just to see what happens. And I'm just going to go ahead, smooth it in, and do some finger detangling. You can see just gliding through with ease, no knots, not getting caught in any knots at all, and there's barely any hair on my fingers. This is the power of a haircut. So I'm almost done doing my first round of detangling. Usually I do a couple rounds here. Let's see how much hair is on my fingers. Really not that much. That is what I'm so used to seeing after a trim. And I'm just gonna paste it on the wall here, make a little collection for you all so we can do a comparison. And just for fun, I'm going to bust out my Tangle Teaser Ultimate because I kind of swore this off because so much hair was coming out of my head into this brush, and I said, no more of this. But because I'm noticing a huge difference in the amount of knots, I'm gonna just give this a try. And if you couldn't tell already, there's not much hair coming out of my head at all. So look at this brush. Now let's take a look at the total amount of hair that has come out of my head during this detangling process. Not nearly as much as I was experiencing before. And I'm gonna gather it from the wall and show you exactly what it looks like in my hand. Let's do a side-by-side comparison of my hair prior to the haircut and after. Look at the difference. The power of a haircut. I am telling you, this is why I needed it so badly. Okay, so we're back 2 weeks into the future because my hair kind of goes into shock when I get it cut. So I needed some time to kind of experiment with my techniques and my products again, just so everything looked to my liking. So this is the haircut. I love it. I took off a little bit more than I originally planned. We started with a trim with a few layers here and there, and it just wasn't looking right. So we went ahead and added a lot more layers because my hair just really needed that shape. And if I'm going to go in there, and who knows when we could possibly get shut down again, I just wanted to make sure I had a haircut that was going to last me. All I needed to do are dustings in between in case we're in this long shutdown again. I did consider doing bangs. I might do it in the future, but right now I just wanted to see how it looked and how it felt without them for a while. Plus, I wasn't sure because my edges are not great right now. I wasn't sure if adding the bangs was gonna make that a little bit more prominent, so I just decided not to do it this time. The really great news is that Shy, my hairdresser, told me that my ends didn't look that bad. He said they looked way better than he expected, especially considering it had been 3 years since I had seen him last. So that made me feel good. That means that everything I've been doing this year and taking care of my hair in between has been working for me because my ends should have been a lot worse. My previous haircut 3 years ago was asymmetrical, had bangs. It was really beautiful, but the grow up process was kind of brutal. And in order for me to keep that shape, I would have had to keep going in for haircuts, which I didn't do, of course. So I tried to trim my hair myself and it was a disaster, and I just decided I'm just gonna grow it out and we'll figure it out later. So now I can finally stop talking about getting a haircut. I'm so over talking about it. I wanna move on to something else. But the good news is we can start trying new things. As I mentioned in some of my previous videos, I was going to order one of those hair growth t-shirts. I did order one. I have received it. So we'll start doing monthly or quarterly hair check-ins to see the length. I can also now consider going back to my onion juice experiment. I know so many of you loved that video and wanted me to continue doing it, but I really felt like I wanted to start from scratch with the trim. I didn't want there to be an interruption. So now that I have my hair growth t-shirt and my haircut, I can start the onion juice experiment again and we can really see what happens. I thought it'd be a good idea to just fluff this out, give you an idea of how it looks. I know it might look a little flat right now, but it does get good volume. So let me show you that. So I'm going to shake it out. And I haven't used a pick in a while, so let's use a pick. Okay, so now you can get an idea of what it looks like when it's all fluffed out. It gives me a little bit more volume. It's super lightweight. It's going to be great for the summer because it's starting to get really hot here in LA. I can also kind of show you how it looks if I do a little side part, give you an idea. This is normally how I wear it, but I started this video with a middle part and wanted to show you the after the same way. This is closer to how I'll probably be wearing it most of the time, so I just wanted to give you that view. And with that, I will wrap up this video. I want to hear from all of you now. What was the longest you've ever waited to get your hair cut? Let me know down below, did you notice a difference when you waited that long? If you're new to my Fine Curly crew, I'd love to have you subscribe and join my little community here. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.